everybody, it's IELTS teacher Jenny here. And today we're going to look at another new topic from the new question bank of IELTS Speaking Part 2 questions. Now the one that I've chosen to do for today is describe a neighbor who you think is interesting. So first and most importantly is we're going to think about this word interesting and learn how to paraphrase this word, okay? So, for example, we can use words like fascinating, intriguing, thought-provoking, captivating, and compelling. Now, it's quite important that you maybe take some notes down for this one because IELTS really do like to use this word interesting, okay? Now, when it comes to the neighbor part, we can't really paraphrase the neighbor. Your neighbor is your neighbor. So instead, what we can do is say, he's my next door neighbor. He's my upstairs neighbor, my downstairs neighbor, just to add a little bit more to it, okay? Now, when we come to the why is this person interesting, okay? Well, I suggest that you come up with a bit of a wow factor on this person, okay? Just to say, oh, they're nice, they bring me coffee or they do this for me. It's not very interesting, okay? And you've got to remember your poor examiner is listening to these stories time and time again. So you want to wow him with this great and amazing story and be so passionate that, wow, you get this great IELTS speaking score, okay? So I would suggest something like a unique talent. So maybe a linguistics expert speaks 2 or 3 different languages, or maybe a singer or dancer, something like that. It could be a sport that they have, maybe a unique hobby they like to do, scuba diving, paragliding, something like this, okay? And this will help you as well to kind of develop your answer and to make sure that you get it over the 2 minutes. Because if you're just saying, oh, he lends me sugar whenever I want, or he cat sits for me when I'm on holiday, that's not going to last you for 2 minutes. So that's something you always have to focus on when you're considering your topic. Can I speak on this subject for 2 minutes? Okay, so for our introduction, what are we going to say? Simple, easy, something like, Bob, my next door neighbor, is a fascinating guy. Or my upstairs neighbor, Claire, is an intriguing girl. Okay, then for your background on this story, we're going to talk about how you first met them. So maybe they were moving in and you met them in the elevator. Maybe it was a few days later when you were going out to the trash, you bumped into them. But there was some kind of meeting with the two of you that you got to know each other better. Okay. So then we're going to move on to your main story for this part. And you're going to maybe go out for coffee or dinner, maybe offer to show them around the local neighborhood if they've just recently moved from another city. And that would be quite a nice neighborly thing to do, okay? So let's look at a quick example here for today of how you could retell your IELTS Part 2 story here, okay? So I'm going to go something on the lines like this. So, Bob, my next door neighbor, is a fascinating guy. I met him about 3 years ago when he moved into the apartment next to mine. I recall the first day I met him, he was carrying boxes from a truck into the elevator, and I offered to help him. I soon discovered that he was going to be my neighbor, so I thought it would be good to get to know him better. I thought that maybe due to the fact he was moving in today, he wouldn't have time to unpack all the boxes in his kitchen. So I suggested that we go out to the local pizza restaurant that night for dinner, and he thought that would be a great idea. So as we sat in the restaurant, just chatting about maybe where he came from, I told him a little bit about my life as well. And then we started talking about what we get up to in our spare time. That's when he started telling me about his amazing adventures with travel. Okay? He told me about all the different cities and places he'd been and some crazy experiences that he'd had. And this really made my desire to travel much more apparent. Okay? He gave me an abundance of travel advice, and we even planned a trip to Thailand together later that year. Since that day, we've become great friends and we've explored Asia together. He's always pushing me to try new things and is knowledgeable about the world. Whenever I have a problem or I need some advice, he's always the first person I go to. So in my opinion, not only is he a good friend, but also a great neighbor to have. So guys, that's just a quick example there of how we can retell a story with our IELTS Part 2, helping us to improve our fluency score, not just with good fluency, but with our intonation and our passion and our feeling. And of course, adding in some good vocabulary to help improve the vocabulary score. Like always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a like and become one of my followers if you want to get regular updates on my videos. And if you're interested in taking classes with me, drop me a message and we can get you started on your IELTS journey. Okay, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.